Dawson, a future Hall of Fame kicker. He's got my vote as well as yours, I'm sure of it. 21 years in the NFL. Dawson successfully placed that strange-shaped ball between those goalposts nearly 84% of the time, nearly one half of his life.
That random woman's voice summed up Phil Dawson's pro career. Amazing, the voice-to-text technology. Now, Phil, the kicker, had a lights-out career pre-NFL. A four-year starter at Texas, setting 13 kicking records. An All-American who made clutch game winners like this in 1995.
Snap, good hold. The kick is on the way. And the kick from Dawson is good! It's good! And the Longhorns have won the game! 17-16!
Currently, Dawson also plays the role as mentor to recent PKU greats like Dicker the kicker.
I think I would encourage you just keep that assassin's mentality.
Yeah.
I don't care who's snapping. I don't care who's holding. I don't care who my teammates are. I don't care how long I've been somewhere. When they send me on the field, I'm going to kick the ball between the two yellow posts.
Now, Dawson isn't your typical retiree, though. He takes his roles as dad and husband seriously. After he officially retired, he was able to make up for time with his boys, Drew and Bo, when they both played for Drew Sanders at Vandergrift High School.
Before games, he sends us pregame text to kind of calm us down, videos of like funny movies.
Even though he's a kicker, he's always just grinding, always working out, and he's just instilled that in me.
You see the results on the field too, because they're not afraid to work.
2 years later, Dawson fulfilled a dream of his, becoming a high school football coach. He was an assistant at Lipscomb Academy in Tennessee, where he worked with former Browns teammate Trent Dilfer. The itch to return to Texas was a good call. He landed the gig at Hyde Park in Northwest Austin, a campus on the shores of this picturesque quarry.
After a bad game, I can just go cliff diving. I mean, it's great. It's all in-house here. In all seriousness, it's a great place when you're just kind of need a break, need some fresh air, just go for a little stroll around the lake.
All kidding aside, it was an opportunity to rebuild a private school program as an athletics director and head football coach.
And for the record, I love UIL public school football. I played it, both my boys played it. When you think of Texas high school football, you think of Friday nights in a UIL stadium. I mean, it's the gold standard. What I'm excited about is for so long, private schools kind of been the other, and there was a pretty big drop-off between the two. And I think what you're starting to see is the quality of play and the quality of athlete and the quality of programs in the private school ranks is really starting to grow. That's our goal here at Hyde Park, is to be an attractive alternative. We won't ever be able to compete with the Westlakes, the Vandergrifts, the Lake Travises of the world. Those are gold standard programs, but for the kid who maybe isn't seeing the field quite as much and still wants to have a really good Friday night experience, I think Hyde Park's quickly becoming a place where they'd want to be a part of it.
And literally rebuild the facilities and infrastructure of the HP athletics program.
Phase one of our field house renovation is almost complete. As soon as that gets done, we'll start phase two, which is going to be in addition to this field house with all kinds of new goodies on the way. None of that happens if you don't have a community that's supportive and excited about what you're doing.
The support for Dawson is growing, especially after an 8-win first season. It's rewarding for many reasons, but one involves family, literally. He coached his youngest son, Bo, at Lipscomb. This time, his oldest son, Drew, works for him as an assistant coach.
Growing up, throughout his whole career, one of the things that I admired about him was he wasn't just a kicker. He would go into the offenses and defensive meetings, and he was really trying to learn football. And so I knew once his playing days were over, he'd be a really good coach.
He's getting to get at it at an early age. He's still a student at Texas State, but he's our quarterbacks coach here and is involved with game planning and breaking down film and all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited to see not only what he does for us here at Hyde Park, but what the future holds for him in the coaching world down the road.
Kicking a football and coaching football aren't Phil's only talents.
At kickoff, temperatures are going to be in the low 70s and falling pretty quickly once the sun goes down.
Back at Lipscomb, Dawson revealed he was born to be a meteorologist. And unlike most weather predictors, the future Hall of Fame kicker is near perfect on his forecast, especially in front of random porta potties or outhouses.
July, middle, what do they call it, a super dome?
Super heat dome.
Yeah.
It's about 200 degrees right here. So let's move over here to the shade by the honey bucket, because you know you need shade when you're taking care of business in here. It's about 164 degrees in the shade. So your forecast for today is hot.
That's fabulous.
That's all I got.
Yeah, that is, the scientific evidence is outstanding.
And in here, it's 214 degrees with a little humidity.